welcome to April 21st. Here's your WOD briefing for today. Let's jump into your warm-up. Today you guys have 2 rounds of a 1-minute squat hold, yoga squat hold, 30-second couch stretch on each side, 10 air squats, 10 knee pulls, 10 tuck jumps, and then 10 deadlifts. All right, let's go ahead and get into your squat hold here. You guys are going to get into a squat stance just a little bit wider than your regular squat stance. All right, hips are going to go back, knees are going to go out. And you're going to get to the very bottom of this squat. You're going to get your elbows on the inside of your knees, and you're going to push your chest up and out, okay? Our goal here is to maintain a vertical torso. We want to make sure we're not rounding our backs, right? Try and stay as vertical as possible. If you guys need to, you can find something to get up against, like a wall or such. And in order to keep that torso vertical, you guys can lean back against that surface. Again, pushing the knees out, keeping the torso vertical, all right? Next, you guys have a 30-second couch stretch. You guys are going to find something to get your foot up against. A wall would be ideal. You guys are going to get your knee on the floor. First goal here is to try and get your knee as close to the object or the wall as possible. Staying in this position. If you're here and you're like, wow, I already feel a stretch to my quad and my hamstring, or my quad and my hip flexor, stay here. All right. If you need more of a stretch, you guys can come up and elevate that torso. Okay. If you need to increase or intensify that stretch, you guys can squeeze your butt cheek and then reach and then lean to one side. You'll feel that all through your hip flexor and your quad. So you guys are going to do that 30 seconds on each side. Next, you guys are going to give me 10 air squats. So feet are going to be just outside shoulder width distance. Hands are going to be up above your shoulders. Hips go back, knees go out, hip crease passes your knee, and you'll stand all the way back up. Okay? Again, looking for a vertical torso, and I'm looking for the hip crease to get past the knee if possible, okay? Next, you guys have knee pulls. You're going to pull your knee into your chest. All right, give it a big squeeze. Then you guys have tuck jumps. Tuck jumps, you guys are jump up, try and get your knees past your hips. All right, and then you guys have deadlifts. So some kind of weight for your deadlifts. You guys can use a barbell, a dumbbell, odd object, whatever you have that's light. We're going to get our shoulder blades locked in, so shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to hip hinge, and then keeping your knees stacked on top of your ankles, we're going to keep our backs nice and straight, loading up those hamstrings and your butt cheeks. Give me 10 deadlifts, okay? So 2 rounds of that. Next, for part 1, we have a 5x10 of squat clean, so 5 sets of 10 reps. These can be odd object, or if you guys have a barbell and you guys are working heavier weight, you guys can do a 5x5. But if you have more of a lighter object, we're going to be working at 5x10. Okay? We're going to be supersetting that with a 1-minute wall sit hold. Let's go ahead and go over your squat cleans real quick. So if you guys have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, we're going to be working these. Let's go 5 on the right, 5 on the left side. And what I'm looking for here on your squat cleans, okay, on your setup, you're going to get your shoulders locked in, hips are going to go back, and we're going to have our knees bent slightly more than we would in a deadlift, right? Our ass is not up, our ass is a little bit farther down, and our setup for a squat clean. Okay, pushing the knees back, at the same rate your shoulders are rising, hips are going to open all the way up. You'll get a big shrug in at the top, elbows going to come high, and you're going to drop under that object and stand all the way back up. So it looks something like this. Okay, keeping your back straight, hips open up, big shrug, elbows come high, catch that weight on your shoulders in your front back position. Last thing you want to do on these guys is round your back on your setup, round your back on your pull, right? Keep your chest up and your butt low as you go. Also make sure on your receiving position, your elbow stays up nice and high so we're not rounding our back in our receiving position. Keep your torso vertical. All right, let's go ahead and talk about your wall sit hold. You guys are going to get up against a wall, and feet are going to be in your squat stance. So just outside shoulder width distance. And when you guys set up, you want to make sure your knee is in line with your hip flexor. You're driving right with your hip. You're driving your chest back into the wall. No hands, no help, and you're going to hold this for 1 minute, driving through your heels, squeezing your hamstrings, your butt cheeks, and your quads. All right. If you guys need to scale that, you can just come up out of that squat a little bit and make it a little bit easier. All right, so you'll do 10 squat cleans, and you'll superset that that with 1 minute squat hold, 1 minute wall sit hold, and you guys will carry that all the way through for 5 sets. So 10, 1 minute, 10, 1 minute, so on and so forth. Next, you guys have an EMOM for part 2, okay, French toast. 13-minute EMOM, so every minute on the minute, you guys need to complete 8 odd object thrusters, and then 10 Russian twists on each side. With your remaining time, you guys will give me mountain climbers, right? That's going to be your score for today. 1 and 1 is 1 rep. So let's go ahead and talk about your odd object thrusters. You guys are going to have a dumbbell up on your shoulder, elbows are going to stay high, hips are going to go back, knees go out, hip crease passes your knee. Once your hips open up, arms lock out, ears come past your biceps at the top. We're trying to keep our arm as close to our midline as possible. This is the most stable position up and overhead, so we're trying to keep it as stable as we can up there. So again, hips go back, squat, hips open up, and you press up, okay? Something you guys want to avoid, a couple things here, is letting those elbows drop at the very bottom of that thruster, right? This causes a rounded back. Keep your elbow up and your torso tall. Hips have to open up next. If you choose to push here, you've just taken away all the power you could have generated from your hips here, right? So hips need to open up, and then we press up on that dumbbell. Okay, again, arms lock out, ears come past your biceps. This is your finishing position, not back here. We're stacked nicely, shoulders on top of hips, hips on top of knees and ankles, okay? Next, you guys have Russian twists. With these Russian twists, knees are going to be together, feet are up off the floor. You have your dumbbell, twist, 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 okay? We're going to go 10 each side. If you guys need to scale, you can ditch the weight and just use your hands and work on that torso rotation, or you guys can put your feet on the floor as well, and that will work too, okay? Last but not least, you guys have your mountain climbers. On your mountain climbers, we're going to be in a plank position. We go heel to hand here for prescribed. So you'll jump up, try and keep your ass as low as you can, and then switch sides. Okay, if you need to scale, you can scale via chest. Alright. Again, your score will be the total number of mountain climbers that you guys are able to accumulate. 1 on the right, 1 on the left will equal 1 rep. Okay? You guys have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow.